Hey everyone, Tammy Canizero here, a career coach, and I wanted to spend a few minutes today talking to you about resumes. Everybody knows I'm a very creative person and I love Pinterest. I think it's the greatest app ever made, ever. I spend way too much time on it. I wish I could have all those minutes back, but I can't. Something I've noticed on Pinterest is the tons of resume formats that I see popping up, and everybody's creating really cool templates to use for their resume. While I really applaud everybody's creativity and I love to see people trying to make a resume their own so they stand out, I wanted to give you 3 reasons why you should not use a creative format for your resume. And the first one has to do with the applicant tracking system. And the applicant tracking system, or the ATS as most companies call it, is that big black hole that we send our resumes in. So we take a resume, we apply to the job online, and we hit the go button, and our resume goes through the tracking system. It's a computer system that reads all of our information. The ATS does not favor any kind of creative application. It doesn't like graphic elements, it doesn't like photos, and it certainly doesn't like color. So if you have any of that on your resume, you're setting yourself up for your information being garbled and not being read. And as soon as you do that, then you run the risk of it, A, never getting to human resources because the information's getting spit out, or just never even getting a chance to get an interview. Even if it does kind of come out, maybe some of it's not there. You just really don't want that. It's not going to maybe pick up your keywords. So a creative format just really isn't good. The second thing is the photos. And there's laws in this country that help protect us against discrimination, like, sex discrimination when it comes to hiring, age discrimination, race. And I know people say, well, Tammy, I can put a photo on my resume because once they see me in person, they're going to know these things about me. And I say, yeah, I get that. But when it comes to applying online, they don't know that yet about you. And you want them to fall in love with you first before they see you in person. So why am I going to hand a potential employer information that could potentially be used against me? And in fact, when I've worked in different corporations, if HR sees a photo on a resume that comes in, they want to take that off because they don't ever want to be accused of potentially discriminating against a candidate. So please, please don't put a photo on your resume. The third thing, a reason not to be creative with your resume format is color. Color, again, like photos and like formats, does not work well with an applicant tracking system. And it just, another reason, just practical, even if you hand me a color resume, it's hard to read depending on what color paper you use. Even if you're just using color for font and everything else, sometimes it just comes off looking a little childish and it's just hard to read. I've got one here I'm going to show you. Let me show you. Look at this. Can you even see this? Can you even see the light blue font on there? And she's got a double whammy. Looky there, she's got a picture. I've tried to cover up her name. I mean, she's got 3 different colors. She's got orange, black, and light blue. Can't read the light blue. And it takes my eye away from the good content she's got on there. So again, there's 3 things. The biggest thing is the applicant tracking system. You want to make it as easy as possible for your information to go through. Stick with a simple format. It's best for you. That's what you want to do. You want to get to the interview process. If you really, really want to use a creative resume format, wait and hand it to somebody in person. But even then, I'd stick with a simple format. It's best. That's my tip for the day. If you want more career tips, visit my website, TammyCanizero.com. TammyCannizzaro.com. Thanks for listening.